Okay, so it's pretty common knowledge that you're supposed to work out your weaknesses first, and by far my biggest weakness, and maybe not, it's either my chest or my lats. So I've been focusing now on pretty much just focus or doing the pull-ups first here on my pull day. Um, and honestly, that's probably the best way to go about it. Before, when I was doing the pull ups, I would barely be able to get 3 sets of 10. Now I was able to do a full, well, that last set definitely was terrible, but I did 4 sets of trying to do 10. And that makes a lot of difference. It was a lot better. I feel like I'm able to hit my lats a lot better. These first 2 sets, I don't have good form. I mean, I'm able to get my chin over the bar until that last one, but also I wasn't like bringing my shoulders down. The mental cue that I use for this is like pointing my lats towards the ceiling, and I felt the difference a lot more in that like mind muscle connection. So I'm not getting all the way down here, but it's my 3rd set and I'm kind of suffering, but I feel it a lot more in my lats doing those. So I think that going forward, definitely something I'm gonna consider as far as like my ordering goes. This is the set that I struggled on. But after I did my pull-ups, I did a mile on the treadmill. It was nice. I went whole mile without slowing down. In fact, I was like speeding up. Not going to tell you my mile time again because it's not great. But yeah, I ran a mile and then I started getting into the hang cleans. I actually did some pretty heavy hang cleans today. I think I did 220. Did I do a 225? I guess we'll see. So I was doing like pretty much just like the warm up, just with 10 pounds. But yeah, the, the running was good. These hang cleans were good. Overall, I was doing okay. Camera angle's too low. Dang, should have checked that before. But I actually did like heavy hang cleans, and I didn't like go into a squat after because I was like getting really low for those hang cleans, not like these where I'm just catching it at the top. I was, forced to because it was so heavy to get all the way up there. And it was good, really good. I finally get those landing pads tomorrow, but that would have been nice for today since I was deadlifting. And then I could have just like focused on getting up as opposed to, like the landing part of it. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to be able to do a lot like heavier deadlifts and not really be worried. Carlos always just hanging out there in between sets. So I did like, this was a pretty long workout for me. I think it went like an hour and a half, but I was feeling really good. The reason why I've been feeling so good is because my EMT license just got renewed. So I've had like the past 6 days, since it's March 6th now, off. But now I have to pay the toll. Man, that is really close to Carlos's face. Why is he just hanging out there? Oh yeah, that's right. I hit him. Poor Carlos. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, I did. I get 4 days in a row, so I'm gonna work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you're gonna see those 4 a.m. workouts now. Very good that I got the landing pads because I'm gonna have to deadlift in the morning, and I'm not gonna try to wake up everyone in the neighborhood like I usually do. So it's really good that I got those landing pads. But yeah, it's really difficult when you're about to go in to like 4 days in a row. Man, why is he's just hanging out right by the weights. Man, I think I gotta get him out of here. Oh my God, dude, what is he doing? I promise I didn't know he was that close. If I knew he was that close, I would have told him to move more. Yeah, I really didn't realize how close he is to the weights. Oh, I feel like a bad owner now. Oh, poor Carlos. He's literally just yawning. He's bored. He's not entertained. Anyway, yeah, there's like a million things I have to do before like I do 4 days in a row because when you have 12-hour shifts, they're actually like 12 and a half hours because you take your lunch there, but you don't get paid for it. Nice. So there's like a million things, like errands that you have to run, like groceries. I did my laundry. I did everything that I could do because I'm not going to be I'm not even going to be thinking about my life until what's it? Until Monday hits. But I mean, this is it. This is like, gotta get the money somehow. Gotta make up for all the money I've lost. Okay, so I guess it's only 185. Oh man, I thought I was doing heavier. Oh well. Anyway, does it say 25? Yeah. Anyway, this is only 185. I thought I did 225. No matter. Did some heavy hang cleans, heavier than I usually do. Usually I just do like 45, and then I like go into the front squat after that. But yeah, okay, then I did some Romanian deadlifts. I did these with the barbell today. But yeah, you can see I'm getting a lot deeper into the form, which is nice. I also felt it a little bit in my back. I think because I was rounding my back by the time I got to the bottom. Anyway, nothing crazy there. These are 35 pounds dumbbells, pretty sure. They also might be 25. I actually don't. Yeah, I think those are 25s. No. That's the 15. Oh yeah, these are 35s. So it's lighter than the barbell Romanian deadlifts that I do usually, but I'm going to do the barbells tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to try to do the best I can, get to sleep as early as possible, because it's going to be waking up at 4:30 for the next 4 days in a row. But yeah, I mean, this is what I get for having so many days off. I mean, I had a lot of fun. My friend left Los Angeles, so we had a nice little goodbye party for him. And yeah, I mean, I got to do a lot. So, definitely no complaints. This is just like what I gotta do now. It is what it is. Anyway, I was feeling amazing with this workout. It's amazing what the lack of stress in work can do to you, like on like a physiological level. This is actually something that I heard Dr. Mike Israetel, Renaissance Periodization, very famous YouTuber. He was mentioning that on your rest days, you really should try to stay away from like the emotional stress as well, because that will also affect your recovery. So it's probably why I'm feeling like super recovered today, and I felt ready to work out as hard as I could, because I didn't have any work stress in my life. So, felt good. I got to hang out with my friends. I was feeling nice and recovered for this workout today, which would make sense why I was able to feel so good. I will not be feeling so good these next 4 days. But also, I don't have to stress about poverty, which is very stressful, especially in Los Angeles or United States in general. But yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me. But what I was mentioning about, like, you're there for 12 and a half hours is that you're there more hours at the hospital than you're not. And then you throw in the commute as well. That's like, for me, it's not that bad. It's only like 20, 25 there back. But still, I mean, 13 and a half hours that I'm spending solely on the purpose of work. So if you have, I don't sleep 8 hours when I have all those days in a row. I only sleep 6. But, you throw all that together. I mean, I barely have time to even do anything else. So, I mean, I pretty much do everything that I can. Like, you're not going to go grocery shopping or fill in the blank errands, like washing your clothes, stuff like that. It's pretty much all just working out. Yeah, and the fact that I work out too, that's wake up at 4:30, shift starts at 7. I guess I wake up at 6:30, so that's another 2 hours. So 13 and a half hours plus 2 hours to work out plus 6 hours of sleep. You really get like, God, math's so hard. 15 and a half plus 6. Yeah, so 21 and a half hours already accounted for. So you get about 2.5 hours to try to do something. Yeah, it's really literally 2.5 hours. And it feels like that too. Um, yeah, showering. God. Yeah, you don't get any time to yourself. But I mean, I do prefer it this way because if working 3 days a week really isn't that bad, um, I prefer it. Having those 4 days off, really nice. I'm able to go to school, take classes. Um, yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, very lucky. Okay, deadlift time. I only think I did two sets of these, um, but I actually did I did 225 deadlifting, which I don't usually do, but I did 10 reps. And this is what I mean. I was like feeling great. Dude, what is my dog doing? He is just trying to get all up in my business. Oh my God. All right. No more deadlifting around Carlos. That's an accident waiting to happen. Homeboy's already been injured enough. But I actually did 10 reps. So 10 reps with 225, which is great. I'm trying to deadlift 405. Unfortunately, I do not have 405 pounds, unfortunately. But I mean, okay, so the limiting factors for my deadlift, I kept on putting it against, like hitting it against my shin. So I was actually bleeding a little bit today. But I mean, it is what it is. I'll have a nice bruise tomorrow, right where my shin is. So that's one. And that's just like, that just happened. You're supposed to keep the bar as close as possible to your leg. So the fact that it's rubbing up against my shin, is what it is. Oh, wow. Is that really only, I guess I did, what? Was that 2 sets? Anyway, these are deadlifts going into the bent over row. I was trying to do, because I felt like, the workout was already running a little bit long. So I just wanted to work out my rear delt and my biceps. So I was thinking the bent over row. Plus I didn't, I want to hit some deadlifts too. So deadlift into the bent over row for a little bit at least. But yeah, you can see that I'm using momentum, all the things you're not supposed to do with the bent over row. So eventually I take the weight off. I just make it 95 pounds. And then I just like bang some reps out. Overall felt pretty good. I was just hanging out. Not a whole lot of urgency. I mean, this workout took 90 minutes. But the fact that I was able to do, able to run a mile as well, that felt good. It's good to get the cardio in. And it's I think I should probably push myself harder on those miles because it really wasn't that bad. Like I was sweating, sure, but I wasn't dying from it. And I really need to get that VO2 max up, get into better shape, stronger lungs. You know the drill, cardio. I do think it's funny when people say cardio kills gains. Nah, man, you're just lazy. It's really important for pretty much my, for like all my training that I have, like I'm in shape. It's not just about the strength. And I've been doing some of that circuit work a little bit. Not so much as of lately. I need to do that more, but the high intensity interval training, that stuff is beautiful. That in like 25 minutes, it's a harder workout than like this 90-minute workout. It gets me more exhausted at least, works on my lungs more. So as far as like time management goes, one of these days I'll probably hit high intensity interval training circuit for my lift. Just like before work, just because it's way easier as far as like my time management goes. Sometimes you don't have time for an hour and a half lift. I know. I mean, I don't. But yeah, I mean, the reason why I wake up at 4:30 before I do everything. I mean, I also have to like take Carlos out, feed him, the drill, dad stuff. Anyway, yeah, definitely felt good in my lats, and then working that out first. So something to consider. And then I finished pretty strong. Oh, my forearms are killing me by the end here. That was my limiting factor. It was like slipping out of my hand. So I actually had to drop it for a sec, finish those last couple reps out. So yeah, I'll see you guys at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow. Please pray for me.